Hello guys, welcome to a new video on Tower of God New World. In this video I will try to make a spending guide for this game. A lot of people have been asking which packs they should be buying, which packs they should be avoiding, and I thought it would be a good time to cover all of this in a video. I will share with you my thought process when I see a pack and decide whether I want to buy it or not. Also share with you some common traps you might find, some items not to buy absolutely, and then we're also going to talk about or discuss different tiers of spending. We're going to start with a very minimal spending where you buy only the super important and great quality or great value packs. Then we're going to talk about more of a low spender where you buy additional stuff and also some good value packs. And then we have the spender tier where you can afford most of the things in the shop. Not all of them. I'm not going to talk about whaling. If you're willing to whale on this game, you don't really need a guide. Whatever you need, you just buy. So I thought it would not really matter, and I will not cover that. So yeah, this is more or less the idea. Before starting with some tips, I wanted to tell you that you should be using the web shop. So the thing you see here on the left. If you don't have the link to it, I will leave it in the description box down below. But the web shop is really important for two reasons. The first one is that we have a cashback. It's not a real money cashback, it's more like in form of points. But 10% of whatever you buy is going to be given back to you in the form of points. And you can use those points to have discounts on future purchases or just straight up buy a pack with points alone. So that's really good. It's just, again, an effective 10% discount if you are a recurring buyer, let's say. The second good reason to use the webshop is that every now and then they release some discount coupons that you can use and discount the price of a single item. That's a bit unfortunate, and it will mean that you will have to go for high price packs to get the most value out of it. But it is still a nice thing, a nice addition if you are a spender. So definitely two good reasons to be using the webshop. The in-game shop doesn't really provide anything, but maybe if you have like Google points or whatever, or maybe even Apple or something like that, could be worthwhile. But in general, I think a 10% discount is way better. So I would say go for the web shop is usually a better deal. That being said, I think we can discuss some initial tips, and I will show some text here on the screen. So what I do when I see a pack is I always convert whatever items they're giving in the suspendium equivalent. And then I decide if the pack is good or not. My threshold for a good pack is around 1400 suspendium per dollar. And my threshold for a great pack is 2800 suspendium per dollar. There are some packs that are worth way more than great, so they are just exceptional, basically a must buy if you're a spender. There are also some others that might be like below 1400, but could still be worth it depending on the item. And then I added on the screen some additional sort of exchange or conversions from item to suspendium. We have the 24-hour Link XP and the 24-hour coins. For the sake of simplicity, I will use the shop rate. So we can buy from the in-game shop a 24-hour Link XP box for 320 suspendium. In my personal opinion, the value is higher than 320 because of how rare it is and the fact that we normally also refresh the store to get more of them. So at the end, the price you might end up paying is more than 320. But again, for the sake of simplicity, I will just leave it at that. Same for the 24-hour coins. We can buy them for 80 suspendium each. Then additional items I decided to mention because they don't have a strict equivalent are the SSR copy and the SSR plus copy. And for this one, I'm not talking about the random shards. I don't give a shit about them. To me, the random SSR and the random SSR plus are worth exactly zero. They're just too random to be reliable. I don't give a shit. So to me, that's just non-existent. So to me, an SSR unit specific or the SSR box is worth 9,000 suspendium. It's a bit less than the actual equivalent from the special summon banner that an SSR unit might have, or it could be a bit more. It always depends on your luck, etc. But I think 9,000 for a unit is kind of reasonable. Could be worth more than that, but I don't know. Let's just leave it at 9,000. I think it's fair. We also have to take into account that when you pool for a unit, you might get something else like other than the actual unit. So the cost could be lower, higher, kind of depends. To me, I would just consider it to be 9,000. I kind of like that number and I think it makes sense. So that's the number I'm using. And for the SSR Plus unit, I'm just considering the black market rates. We're losing out on all the additional stuff that you get when pulling. And we also don't take into account the PT, but that's more or less, I think, the price I would assign to an SSR Plus unit. So yeah, that's what I'm going to use for calculation maybe during the video. Now, as an example, we could just go ahead and give a value to this David guarantee pack that we see here on the screen. We have a guaranteed copy of David, which is 9,000. We have 30 normal banner pools, which is 9,000. Every single normal summon ticket is 300 suspendium, so that's pretty straightforward. And then we have these tickets. These are hard to value, and it's to RNG what they give you at the end when you exchange them. So I'm not going to give them any price tag. To me, this whole bundle is worth 18,000 suspendium. I'm not going to include the paid suspendium portion of it. So this 1,250 is not to be included. We don't give a shit. This is based on how much you pay, is fixed, and it doesn't really matter. I'm not accounting for that. So 18,000 is the price for this pack. Then we divide it for the price. This is $18. I'm not going to use the euro equivalent. It should be $18. I don't remember if it is 18 or 17. Doesn't really change much. Let's say 18. And this means this pack is 1,000 suspendium per dollar, which, if you look here on the screen, to me, this is not a good pack, which means we're going to skip it. As simple as that. So yeah, this is more or less, again, the logic that I use. Now, I will share first some traps, and then we're going to go over some different tiers of spending. I hope this initial part is easy to understand. And once we talk about some traps, I will definitely give you even more information. So for the traps, again, I have some text here on the screen. And I will say the first red flag and something you should never be buying is anything that doesn't have a limit. So if there is a limit to the amount of things, like of times you can buy the pack, then chances are the pack is at least somewhat okay. If there is no limit, the pack is a trap. Don't buy it unless you are a whale. That's just it. Then we have the second point. This is probably a bit more important and less intuitive, maybe, is materials that you will have a surplus of in the future. At the current moment, maybe you just started the game, you might feel like the exclusive equipment enhancements are a good investment because you don't have enough. You would like to have more units with the exclusive equipment leveled up, but that is just a trap. They're overpriced. They're just useless. You will have so many of them in the future you won't even care. It's a really bad investment. It's just basically wasting money for something you will have for free in the future. So don't buy those. It's a trap. Same thing applies to other things. Like, to me, Shinsu is a huge trap as well, for the reasons I mentioned before. Like, mostly Shinsu here will be either in flat amounts or will be in the form of Shinsu boxes. Shinsu boxes are a terrible way to get Shinsu because we get very low amounts from the AFK loot, and the Shinsu boxes are based on AFK loot. Terrible. It's way better to just invest suspendium in the agency, as we saw before. So again, also those are huge red flags. Rapport items are another example. So you might feel like you want to increase rapport on a lot of units more quickly. That's a huge red flag. Don't buy those. And I think we're going to see a lot of those examples when we look at the next point. But yeah, definitely there are some items that at the moment you feel like, okay, yeah, I need it, but you will not in the near future. It's just a short-term urgency. It's not worth spending over it. So that's the idea. If you are in doubt at times whether that specific currency will be relevant in the future or not, just go over to my Discord and ask people if that is still a problem at higher levels, higher floors, and people will likely give you an answer whether it is still okay or whether it is absolutely useless. So that's the idea. Then the last point is that most hot deals, and by hot deals I mean the ones that you see here on this tab, at the moment I have none, and all of these, no, okay, it's not true. 95% of these are very bad deals. You will easily tell as soon as you convert to the like Suspendium equivalent, you will see, okay, this is complete trash. There are some exceptions, and I will mention some of those once we go over the tiers. But remember, 95% of the odd deals are absolute like garbage, absolutely terrible. Then we have the daily, weekly, and monthly packs. Most of them are trash, and those will be found under bundle. And then there are the different tabs: daily, weekly, and monthly. So I'm talking about this. And daily is absolutely terrible. You should not be buying anything here. There is an exception, as you can see here, that I'm buying that, but I'm going to mention that in one of the tiers. So there is a reason for that. But yeah, everything else is complete garbage. Do not buy anything. Also, this one for Suspendium and not real money is also trash, because 300 for one key is a fucking like it's a trap, 100%. You can buy one key every day for 50 Suspendium, and there is every now and then a like 1000 Suspendium shop where you can buy a key for like 30 Suspendium or so. So way better deals. 300 for one, it's garbage. All of these other ones are very bad in terms of value. They're just trash. All of these unlimited, as already mentioned, they're very like you should avoid those. And some of the items here I already mentioned, like this gift selection box, is also trash because you will not need that in the future. All of these instruction manuals, I think nobody ever bought them, but yeah, they're also trash. These enhancement hammers, absolute trash. Don't buy those. Terrible. So daily, all of them are trash. Don't buy any. For weekly, there are every now and then some better deals. Also, the choice here at the top, they're all kind of bad for the weekly ones. There is this bonus Suspendium pack weekly. It is somewhat acceptable, but if you do the math, it's already below the 1000 Suspendium per dollar. So it's not something I would consider good, but it could potentially be bought. This one, the worst pack I've ever seen in my life. Like one of the, it makes no sense. 20 of these for $10. No way. It's terrible. Most of these are terrible. There are some good deals every now and then, but most of the weekly ones are also absolutely traps. Don't buy any of them. Now for monthly, there are some better deals, some stuff you could be buying, especially these monthly Revolution pack that's giving you the Revolution ore. This is pretty nice, so that one is okay, but most of the other ones are just traps. This one is with Suspendium, not real money, so it doesn't matter. This one, no. At the end of the day, they're just kind of trash. This one is probably one of the best ones you can find here in the monthly pack if you're looking for Link XP, but that's for very down the line when you have 700 plus links. So yeah, I wouldn't buy any of the like 3 Essence, even though these ones are not too bad. If you are in need to like unlock the additional pages, could be okay. Definitely not the enhancement extracts for this document. Terrible deals, so don't buy those. This one is more for spenders. Don't buy it if you're not a spender. Just not worth it. So yeah, in general, they're all kind of meh. This one is average value, the custom pack 1. It's acceptable, but nothing insane, let's say. And this one as well, like you get 120. Okay, let me just, okay. You get 60 plus an SSR plus for basically, I think in dollars it's $80, something like that. Not worth it, I would say that. So you can just skip it entirely. It really doesn't matter. And yeah, that's more or less all also for the monthly pack. The rest kind of depends. There are some things that could be valuable, some traps here and there. But again, just convert everything in Suspendium, and then you can tell already on your own whether it is a good pack or not. And yeah, I would say now we can get started with some different tiers of investment. I will start with the lowest one. So if you are a casual spender or basically free to play, the first packs you should be buying are the Tower of God Premium. This value is at around, I believe, 2,000 Suspendium per dollar. So it's not insane value, but the quality of life it provides, like all the additional quick loot, all the additional like support that you can use, the different missions that you can get, like the additional missions that you can get in the agency service center is really good. Additional stats, additional levels, really good quality of life. This is way above the 2,000 Suspendium per dollar that you get out of buying this. So it's really a must buy for everyone that's willing to spend on this game. The second thing you should be buying if you're just looking for the minimum amount of like dollar spent, it's some great value deals. These are usually the non-stop tickets during the non-stop banner events. They are really good value. For $2, you get 100 summons on the banner. So that's really, really insane. We also had a 1.5 anniversary chest during the 1.5 anniversary. And that one gave a lot of Revolution mats, a lot of black market tickets, really lots of stuff for a very low price. That was way, way above the 2,800 Suspendium per dollar. Way above. Amazing. Really a must buy. So those kind of deals are a must buy. We have one at the moment, this check-in, this 30-day special check-in pack. This is one of such great deals because for just $10, you're going to get 30 copies of an SSR unit of your choice. And if we refer to the like cost that I shared before, this is literally like what, 270,000 Suspendium equivalent, let's say. Amazing. And then we also have 17 SSR Plus units. This is not a selector, so you cannot really pick the exact one you want, but it's 1 out of 5. So it is still amazing, and you can still get a lot of value because 5 is a very restricted pool. You will most likely need 5 SSR Plus unit. So it's amazing. This pack is insane. Probably one of the best packs we ever got. So this one, if you are a spender, absolute must buy. These are the kind of deals that you want to look forward to when you are just going to spend the least amount of money. Tower of God Premium and these kind of deals. That's more or less it. There is an additional one that is an odd deal. And every time you clear a story chapter, so you go here in story mode and you clear an act, you're going to receive an odd deal. The first, I think, 5 acts are going to give you some normal summon tickets. They're okay packs, I believe, if I remember correctly, but they're not the insane value we are looking for. The very good deals are starting from Act 6, and every time you clear one, you're going to get a deal that gives you 10 of the like selection boxes. Let me see, I think I bought them recently and I haven't opened them. Yeah, we'll give you 10 of these for $8. This is 60 summons, 60 black market tickets for $8. This is a value of 3,750 Suspendium per dollar. Absolutely great. So this is also something you should be looking for. Now, if you already cleared all the acts, you don't have to worry, because even if you miss the hot deal that only lasts for 2 hours, the next time you clear an act, you're going to get all the past ones for the story clear. This is a really good thing that I did, and I also benefited from it. Like last week, I decided to clear one additional chapter, and I got all the previous hot deals, and I bought all of these black market tickets. So really, really good value. Amazing. And yeah, that's more or less all for this tier. There is nothing else I would consider buying. There is nothing else that really comes close to this type of deals. And yeah, I would say we can move on to the next tier. This to me is low spender, so below $100 a month. And what you can now add are the season pass. I will use now the tab here on the left. We have the Mission Pass Plus and the Underground Pass Plus. Now, the Underground is a bit more valuable than the other one. I think this one is 2,600 suspendium per dollar in terms of value. I'm not considering also the exclusive equipment mats that they give and other shit. I'm only counting the 120 black market tickets. So really good overall, really nice value. And it's good to buy it every 2 weeks or so, 2.5 weeks, depending on how quickly you can stack up the points. Really nice. The Mission Pass Plus is a bit less valuable. It's, I think, 1,800 suspendium per dollar, but it is still a very good deal and something that you can get periodically. Let me also open it maybe in the game so we can see exactly which kind of rewards we're getting. So Season Pass, here we're getting suspendium, normal banner tickets, and then we get a lot of link growth materials. These ones are extremely important. As we said before, those are 320 per box. Really amazing value. We're getting, I think, 30 in total of the Link XP. Yes, 5 and then other 5. We're also getting the Shinsu ones, but I'm not really giving that any price. I don't give a shit. And we're also getting coins. So all of that together is really a lot of value, which is around, again, 1,800 suspendium per dollar. Really good, and will give you some useful stuff other than just summons and suspendium. So really, really good. Then we also have what I was sharing with you before in the daily section. As you can see, we have this kind of purchase counter, let's say. If you buy a daily pack 7 times over a span of 2 weeks, you are going to get the rewards you see here. So it's all, you only have to buy for 7 days over like 2 weeks time. And you will get these additional items. It's mostly summon, like the normal summon tickets, and then you get an SSR selection box. I'm still buying it, even though probably I shouldn't anymore, because I don't really have a huge need for normal banner tickets, but whatever. I still like it, it's a good value, so I'm buying it. And this one is just over 7 days, you're going to spend $7, because this pack here, the special pack S, costs only $1, and in the worst case scenario will give you 1 summon ticket. So it's very bad value. Overall is $1 for 300 suspendium. But with all the additional stuff you get on top, at the end of the day, the value per dollar is going to be around, let me see, because I did the math before, it's around 2,500 suspendium per dollar. So really good, especially good for new like accounts. If you just care, like, because you still have to build a lot of SSR units. So definitely nice value out of it. Maybe I wouldn't do it all the time, but you can do it every now and then, maybe once a month you can do it instead of once every 2 weeks. And you can definitely get some good amount of normal summon tickets out of it, and also SSR boxes. Definitely helping you when there is a release of a really good SSR unit or a data tower unit. This will definitely help you out. So I really like that. Now, some additional packs or packs you could buy are the limited time ones. Obviously, this one that we see here, the 1.5 anniversary 3 months daily Shinsu growth. This one was amazing. It was super cheap and gave you stuff for 90 days. This was a must buy. This is in the other category, it's not in this one. It's just insane value. It was a must buy. But okay, the other packs we have here, the daily Shinsu Link bonus and the daily legendary bonus, they're both valuable. And I really like this one especially. We get 2,000 suspendium every day for 21 days. It's really good value for the price. I think it's $23. And there is also a discount, I think, if you rebuy it within 1 day of its expiration. So really, really nice. And this is a value of around 1,800 suspendium per dollar as well. And I think it's really good because this will give you a lot of suspendium that you can spend for events or for whatever banner they might throw at you. So really, really good value. And I think within this tier is definitely something you should be buying. So all of these in this low spender tier is to build up your resources over time. As you can see, there is nothing about very good deals that you should buy immediately. It's more stuff that will grow your account over time. So it's really good things. And not much else to mention for this tier as well. Now for the last one, that is the spender tier. Here the cost, I increased it to like $250 per month. And in this one, I'm also including the monthly Revolution packs that we saw before. So I think you should be buying this if you are in this tier, or if you already have a lot of units, you don't really care too much about going for the previous packs and getting more tickets, you can then spend on the monthly Revolution packs. To be honest, this could fall in the previous category. This is just pretty cheap. I think it's $8 per each one of them, and it's only 2 of them a month. So it's $16 more. Maybe it could also fit in the tier 2, but whatever. So yeah, this is really good. Then we also have the good value deals. So deals that are above the 1400 suspendium per dollar. You could buy those in this tier, definitely good. There are those like special summon tickets every now and then, like this gentleman summon. You could buy them. Actually, you could buy them even earlier if you want, but I wouldn't really consider them a very smart purchase. Some of the good ones would be for like the anniversary events. We have some packs with a crazy amount of tickets. For the collabs, we have some bundles with a crazy amount of tickets as well. Really good value. We also have during the like family head release, we have some pretty solid packs. I wouldn't say insane value, but definitely better than average. So those are the packs I'm referring to. And if you're a spender, you get those, at least most of them, to help you out in saving up your other resources and just buy the dedicated one for the dedicated banners. So that's something a spender does, and a low spender probably not. So that's kind of the distinction. Then if you are in this tier, you also look for ignition weapon bundles and revolution bundles. So like these ones, I'm really looking forward to the revolution ore. I want to increase my archive. I want to get all the units to revolution 6. So I'm buying as much purple as I can find. So I did those. I don't recommend them, to be honest. It makes no sense. Do not buy revolution stuff on this game unless you are a whale and you're planning on play PvP. Just don't. I'm doing it because I'm stupid and because I don't really have a lot of other things to buy. And also because I'm trying to use the money that I can get from YouTube to improve my account so that I can cover more stuff. So that's kind of the idea, but I wouldn't recommend many people to buy those. And then the other things that you could buy are the adventure packs. Okay, I didn't mention the SSR growth pass. These, obviously, you can convert the price to suspendium. These are a really good deal. So it could fall in the tier 2, tier 3 category as well. Definitely tier 3, maybe tier 2. Definitely good value here. And then we have the adventure packs that I was just mentioning. And these are not good deals. As you can see, is like, I think $65 for 7,200 suspendium. This is not a good deal. But I will say that if you have a discount that I was mentioning before, most of the times when they give you a discount, all the good packs were already purchased. So all that's left is adventure tiers or adventure whatever. And with a discount, they are good. Without, I wouldn't buy them, to be honest. There are just so many better deals. This one doesn't make any sense. But again, if you have the discount, most of the times you already bought whatever was high price and really good value, and you're just left with buying this one. Now, I would rather buy the one you find here, so this Hugo Daily Bonus Pack. Once you get discount, this is a higher price, so you're going to get discounted even more. And this value here is way higher than the Adventure Pass, because this one is already 5,000 suspendium plus 3,000. This is 8,000 a day for 2 weeks. Amazing value. So yeah, this is just what I would do with a discount. Look for a high cost pack that give you a lot of value and buy that one. That's kind of the idea. So yeah, guys, that was the last year. Everything that I didn't mention here, you could easily skip. I don't think, like, always convert like what the pack is giving you to suspendium and then make your decision. But these are generally the things you are looking forward to when spending on this game. If you have any question, feel free to ask them in the comment down below or over to my Discord. And yeah, that's more or less all. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.